Amravati Institute of Technology was established in 1983. It is the first institute established under the banner of D.Y. Patil Group. Since we are under the ambit of D.Y. Patil deemed to be university, we have got a flexibility in designing our curriculum and offering new courses under the banner of D.Y. Patil deemed to be university. To meet the challenges and to upgrade the students as per the requirement of industry, we have designed our curriculum which is in line with the industry requirements. So our Chancellor Sir has given us approval to set up new laboratories on the cutting edge technologies like data science, IoT, Apple in education, Intel, cyber security, robotics, cyber physical system. These are the cutting edge technologies, and we have set up a lab on these cutting edge technologies. These facilities are created for the students so that they are industry ready. Since we have set up these laboratories, we need some tools for the simulation purpose. So we got an approach from Design Tech for a campus-wide license of MATLAB, and we accepted this MATLAB wide campuses. Now our students, research scholars are extensively using MATLAB for the simulation purpose. These simulations are helping them to understand the real-time application and the behavior of systems in real time, and once they are comfortable, these simulations are converted into a real-time projects.
So here in our robotics and drones lab, we have students that are from different branches like electronics, computer science, cyber security, and even students from MBA Tech who are working in this lab. They're working on multiple type of systems which are autonomous or semi-autonomous. The system they're working on include Turtlebots, which is a ground vehicle. Second, they work on Crazy Fly drones, which is a mini drone. And third, they work on different type of robotic manipulators. And they also work on different kind of hybrid systems, which are a combination of mobile robotic manipulators. So they work on these systems using different programming languages like Python, ROS, and MATLAB. So in order to understand these kind of complex systems which have a lot of nonlinearity in them, they develop a model in MathWorks, MATLAB and Simulink, and using those models they are able to better understand the systems, and they are able to design different types of path planning algorithms, different types of obstacle avoidance algorithms in MATLAB, and this helps them to better understand and and make a system which is better in terms of obstacle avoidance, in terms of autonomous systems. Since we have a campus-wide license, it is very easy and convenient for our students to use MATLAB and Simulink. They can either work on their own systems, or they can work here in the lab, and they can also work on MATLAB online, which is a very good feature on which they can work. Lastly, the Design Tech team and the MathWorks team, they have helped us a lot in integrating our different multiple systems with MathWorks, and that has helped them to develop and design different kinds of systems which they are studying in this lab, and they are also studying that as a part of a minor which is in robotics and drones, that is in addition to their engineering degree.
Cyber Physical System Lab is the specialized lab where the computation and the physical processes are combined together. In this lab, we have the hardware, higher end boards and the kits which will do computation at a very high speed till terahertz, like Jetson Nano, Particle, Photon boards, and they use the IoT sensors which we can use for the smart industry application, smart home applications. Students are doing various projects in the there is a robotic arm in which using MathWorks they are doing the computation and the control of the robotic arm using gesture controls. They are doing the work on the quadruped bot also.
In our CPS lab, we have this Concher robotic arm, which is a 4 degree of freedom robotic arm, which uses roll, pitch and roll configuration. So basically we have a shoulder joint, elbow joint, wrist joint, and forearm and lower arm. So in order to teach our students how a robotic arm works in an industry, so we have this particular setup in which we control the robotic arm using MATLAB Simulink. So we have a model which has been created in Simulink, and all the waypoints are given in the Simulink block. The waypoints are changed, and that same is communicated via this model to the robotic arm, and automatically it will go to the initial point and then go back to the final location. There are multiple programs which we can run on this robotic arm using Simulink. We are using something called as hardware in loop, which is a specialty of MATLAB which we are working on. And this robotic arm, students are working on their mini project in their third year. And this is a part of our CPS lab, which is cyber physical systems. We can change different types of trajectory planning, different types of control techniques on this robotic arm using Simulink. This essentially helps our students to better understand how the robotic arms or robotic manipulators work in real time in industries.
Our 5G enabled lab is designed to test and optimize for the next generation wireless technologies for experimentation and innovation. This lab is enabled with 100 MHz bandwidth for high data transfer as well as high network efficiency. It has a coverage range of 60 to 80 meters for the testing and for the innovation, research work, IoT work related purposes. To visualize this communication system, we use MATLAB in our laboratory for the research purpose.
So we have procured the 5G setups. In that setup, the RANs, MIMO, radars, then CPU, bullet camera and gateways are there. In the 5G lab, we have procured the MATLABs from the Design Tech System, Pune. So they can conduct the various technical seminar and workshop for our 5G labs, and that helpful to our students to designing the various kinds of the projects and research and development to the 5G environment system.
Smart Grid Laboratory is a state of art of latest technologies which is developed in Europe countries as well as in the India. We use this particular the lab for the utilization of the concept clearance. Over here actually the MATLAB is giving the very good help for the visualization purpose as well as the modeling purpose. Smart Grid Laboratories is used for the syllabus purpose under the curriculum under this electronics and instrumentation department, as well as the students having the very good actual opportunity to learn this all the concept under this particular the laboratories. While using this MATLAB and the tools, we explore this smart grid toolboxes like the optimization toolbox, solar photovoltaic training kit. We use wind energy turbine kit. We use the fuel cell training systems. We have the PV grid tied system, wind emulator system established under these laboratories. I use this particular lab MATLAB simulator for PV photovoltaic development of the modeling and simulation purpose, named as the dynamic thermal model. So dynamic thermal model uses the particular the conduction, convections and particular radiations energy, and we use that particular the concept under this MATLAB script, and from which actually we can get the good accuracies. This particular the work is we are published under the applied thermal engineering journals, which having the impact factor of 6.1.
So once again I would like to thank Design Tech for giving us opportunity to use this MATLAB campus-wide licenses, and I am sure that our students will use these licenses in future also